Okay, this is a demo or video on how to set points using bearings and distances when we don't know the precise coordinates of the points. So to start with, we have a blank document. I'm going to set a point anywhere on the display. I'm just going to hit the point tool over here and just set a point arbitrarily anywhere. You notice over here on the left it's asking me for the coordinates. I can take those coordinates or I can make it anything I want. So I'm going to just backspace out of that and make that 5,000, make the easting 5,000. And let's make the elevation, let's bring this to Colorado, let's make it 5280 for the Mile High City. Now when I click the green checkbox, it's going to set that point right there in the center. I get my little arrow tool, come over here and put the arrow right on that point, highlight it. Look at my coordinates. Northern easting elevation, 5,000, 5,000, and 5280. Okay, so now what we want to do now is I want to draw some other points or set other points based on bearings and distances. So I'm going to come down here to the line tool, and as I swing, as I get near the 5,000 point, the control point, watch what happens. See, highlight, then I left click and just drag or slide the mouse away. I'm just going to set this anywhere out here. I don't really care where it is at the moment. When I left click the mouse, there's the coordinates, but what I really want to do is I want to set the bearing and the distances. So let's say that I've gotten the bearings and the distances off my legal description. So I've got my right hand off of the mouse. I'm going to tab down with my tab key on the left side of my keyboard. I'm going to tab down once, twice. Now watch what happens when I tab down a third time. You notice that the distance on that line is 169.326. Let's just say that that real distance, according to my legal description, is 175 feet. And now I'm going to hit the tab key again. You notice I have a bearing of north 480128 west. Well, let's say that again, according to our legal description, that bearing should be north 51.5550, and we'll make that west. So that's north 51.5550 west. Now when I click the green checkbox to accept this, watch the line, watch what happens to the line. See it move? So to just verify what we've done, I'm going to hit my little arrow tool. I'm going to come up here, I'm going to click on the line. Now you notice off to the left, I've got northing, easting, and elevation. I'm going to hit the tab key. S for slope, that's my slope distance. If there was a difference, I'd see that. Delta Z, or the elevation. Now here, then I'm hitting the tab key each time. This time I came up with bearings, north 51, 55, 50 west, which is exactly what we wanted. So what I've also got now is when I hover over that line, you notice I've got the coordinates. Or let's just say that I go up here and click on the point, the end point. Now there's the coordinates of that particular point. So we've set a line now based on a bearing and a distance. Let's do one more. I'm going to click the line tool. As I get near this end point, left click once, just drag it away, put it anywhere out here, put it down. Now move your hand away from the mouse on the tab key over here. Now let's just say that the real distance here was 205.75. I hit the tab key again, and I'm currently at a bearing of north 65, 55, 17 east. Let's just change that. Let's make that north 55.4550 east. So that's the bearing that I've pulled off my legal description. And when I hit the green checkbox, watch what happens to the line. See it move? I'm saving my drawing here. Okay, so now I've got two lines. And just to show you what's happened here, let's annotate these two lines. I'm going to come down here to my annotation tool, which is the third one in from the left on this row, and right click, and I'm going to hit bearings, and just come up here and click on the line, and I'm going to click on the line. Let's just zoom in a little bit, using my top scroll wheel to zoom in. Could also do it with these two tools. So there's my bearings on those two particular lines. Right click on this tool again, and this time let's select horizontal length. And when I click on this line, watch what happens. Put it right on top of the bearing, which is not really what we want. So let's go over here and click on the arrow tool. I'm going to move up here and click on that distance. And I'm going to left click and hold it down And as I'm holding it down, I'm going to drag the box down, and there's my distance. I just pulled it away. Let's do the same thing over here. I'm doing horizontal length. I'm going to click on it, put it on the top, get my arrow tool, click on it, left click, hold it down, drag it down, and there we go. So that's how we set points using bearings and distances. That'll conclude this video for now. We'll move on to the next point in the next video.